Bill Barr, Donald Trump's former attorney general, the guy that was basically handpicked, not basically, he was handpicked by Trump to protect him from the Mueller investigation and essentially make all of that go away, did an interview recently where he expressed his concern about what a second term of Donald Trump would be like here in the United States. And the reason I like Bill Barr's assessment here is because it is the exact same assessment that I have been giving for months now. Here's what Bill Barr had to say. I think the future is bright for the Republican Party. I view 2024 as setting up another 1980 where when Reagan won 2 terms and then Bush won a 3rd term, and that's what I think you really need to make America great again. You know, decisive victory and the reaction to the excesses of the progressive Democrats. And I think we could do that again and really achieve a decisive victory with the right candidate, but I don't think Trump is that candidate. The day he's elected, he'll be a 78-year-old lame duck who is obviously bent on revenge more than anything else. He's bent on revenge because, as I have pointed out, a second term of Donald Trump is going to be the revenge tour, right? This is Trump 2.0. This is Donald Trump wanting to get even with not just Democrats, but also any Republican that he feels has wronged him in the last, 7 years. This is also his attempt to get back at any of the career civil servants that he feels would not go along with his plan. That's why we're having these conversations about Schedule F and firing 50,000 DOJ employees, which is what Trump's allies want to do with their new plan, so he can have his loyalists in his position, so he can enact his revenge agenda. We're seeing it play out now, this revenge agenda. He's suing Hillary Clinton and the DNC for, saying Russia was involved in 2016. He wants to sue CNN. We got more coming up on that a little bit later today, but he wants to sue everybody that's pissed him off, even though he has really no grounds for any of those lawsuits. They're going to be laughed out of court. But we're getting a taste right now. And another thing we have yet to see, but will be coming, of course, if Donald Trump gets another term in office, is the revenge he will be taking against the individuals who flipped on him and spoke to the January 6th Select Committee. Because right now, all he's been able to do in terms of exacting his revenge is go out there and endorse people's primary opponents. And be clear, he's actually had, a decent amount of success with that. He's had more success than failure, I would give him at this point. So he has punished those people by doing nothing more than inserting himself in races he ought not be inserting himself in, and trying to punish those people who he believes did him wrong. Because right now, that is the only authority he has. That's all he can do, is come out and say, well, you testified in front of the committee, so I'm going to endorse your primary opponent. Oh, you talked to the committee. You didn't want to do an investigation into voter fraud in your state, so maybe I'll endorse your primary opponent and squeeze you out of office. That's what he did in Wisconsin with Robin Vos. Threatened to primary Vos or endorse the primary opponent, so Vos is keeping that Wisconsin voter audit going, even though it had already concluded and found no fraud. But that's the only power he has right now. He gets back in office, and he's got 50,000 yes men and women at the DOJ. His power would be completely unlimited. His ability to do whatever the hell he wants to whoever the hell he wants is what is so terrifying. And like Bill Barr believes, I also believe that he wouldn't hesitate to use it. He would come after each and every one of us if he is given that opportunity. So the best way to make sure that doesn't happen is to make sure that he doesn't get that opportunity. Of course, on the Republican side, there's always somebody far worse waiting in the wings, and so even if we get rid of one tyrant, that's no guarantee that a second, even worse tyrant, like DeSantis, may not take his place. So we may end up with something even worse. So kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation here, because the Republican Party is just that insane. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel, We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.